He has traveled around the country to facilities. He found us last year and worked with our therapist. He's actually golfing today with his therapist, Will. He's back at it. He was named the Comeback Athlete of the Year at Logansport High School. And I'm so happy that Evan Brandstatter, who's our Grand Marshal for the day, is going to share his story with all of you. So, Evan Brandstatter, everybody.
Thank you, Chris. Hi, my name is Evan Brandstatter. I am 16 years old, and I am currently a junior at Logansport High School. In August of last year, I went in for a routine scoliosis surgery and suffered a paralyzing spinal cord injury in the T4 to T5 area. After 3 surgeries and 17 days in ICU, I was unable to walk, sit, or even stand without someone holding me up. I spent a month in total at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston, and due to my condition, I had to take a medical flight from Boston to Chicago and directly entered the Shirley Ryan Ability Lab, which is the inpatient rehabilitation hospital. I spent another month in the hospital in Chicago. Before being released, my parents were really worried about how I could continue to receive care since we lived in a small town in Indiana and we didn't know of any places that would be able to help with the special kind of care that I needed. As time came close for me to go home, we heard about the grand opening of the DRIVEN NeuroRecovery Center powered by NeuroHope. In mid-October, I was finally able to come home, although I had still a long way to go in my recovery. I came home from the hospital on a Friday and had my first appointment scheduled with NeuroHope on Monday. I was lucky enough to be placed with Will, my primary physical therapist, and Elizabeth, my primary occupational therapist. When I came to NeuroHope, I was using a walker, a gait belt, and had to have someone with me at all times to help me walk. Will and Elizabeth put me to work, and they worked me really hard, but I knew that's what I needed to try and do better. My therapy sessions, they used all kinds of tools and technology such as vibration, electrical stimulation, gait training, and the pool, just to mention a few. I spent the next several months in therapy and slowly started to gain more strength, balance, and coordination, and eventually I was able to start walking by myself again. In January, I was able to go back to school full-time. When I was in the hospital, they told me I would need some sort of device and special accommodations to help me when I went back to school. But with the help of Will, Elizabeth, and the staff of NeuroHope, I was able to walk into school without any devices of any kind. I required no special accommodations. It felt really good to feel like a normal kid again. Something I was totally focused on during my recovery was being able to play golf again. I love golf more than anything. That's something me and Will love to talk about. We also talked about golf and sports as well. By the end of February, I was able to start swinging a golf club again. In March, I was able to get my first hole-in-one when I was out golfing with some friends, which is something I will never forget. By March, I completed over 65 outpatient rehab hours at NeuroHope. I was able to try out for the golf team, and to everyone's surprise, I made the varsity team again. Thankfully, I was able to get a waiver through the IHSAA to have a golf cart throughout the season, as I was not able to walk 18 holes at the time. This allowed me to be able to play throughout the season. My team ended up winning sectionals, and I tied third overall, shooting a 74, tying my personal best. I also received all conference honors, was nominated for Golf of the Year, and received the Comeback Athlete of the Year for Cass County. I thank God and feel so blessed to be where I am today. I am very thankful for all the prayers from my family and friends. I never could have done all these things without my experience in NeuroHope. I can't thank my therapists Will and Elizabeth enough for everything they did for me. The staff at NeuroHope is awesome and the facility is top-notch. We are so lucky to have a place like NeuroHope right here in central Indiana, and I have no doubt they will continue to help people just like me. I really want to thank Chris for having me out here today, and I thank you all for coming out to support such a great organization.